Appreciate everybody being here today. Talking about last week, hats off to Valdosta State. They outplayed us. Thought our football team was ready to play. We did not play up to our standards. I'll take full responsibility for that. But we got to learn. You know, a guy told me once, you either win or you learn, and hopefully we learned. We got a tough opponent this week. It's going to be our backs are against the wall now, and we understand that. But I think that after what happened last year, and if you'd asked me in the offseason if we were going to be 6-2 going in the final 3 weeks of the season, I would have taken it. And you got to look at the whole body of work. And our guys haven't we're still a confident football team, and we know we got a lot of work to do. And, I mean, that's Gulf South football. You can get beat at any time. And it happened Saturday. It's a tough league, you know. That's why there's, I think, 5 teams within one game of first place or something like that right now. It's crazy. So, you know, they're 1 game back. We're 1 game back. And it's a game we need to go win, and it's going to be a tough challenge. So we're excited about the opportunity to go to Florence this last time. And our young men know how big a game this is. So we just got to prepare and get ready to go play better this week. We got to play a lot better. Probably the best defense we faced. Possibly, arguably, the best defense we're going to face all year. They're very, very good on defense. They do a great job in the kicking game. Offensively, they do present you with some problems. I know that they're talks about they're not scoring a lot of points, but they're doing some really good things offensively. They had a lot of injuries offensively, and they're still doing a great job. They got a quarterback that's scary. They've got a tough running game, and they've got some big-time receivers, you know. Dre Hall is probably one of the best receivers that's been in the Gulf South, you know. So they've still got him out there lurking, and they got some other guys that can hurt you. So we're going to have to play extremely well on both sides of the football, and we're going to have to play well in special teams to get this done. But we believe we can get it done. So we believe in each other, and we're going to keep holding on to the rope because that's how we are.
Do you treat each game from this point on like a playoff game?
Yeah, we just got 1 game. I mean, that's all we talked about. We're in a 1-game season. Play North Alabama this game, and this is all that matters. And we'll worry about next week, and that's all we can focus on right now. That's a great question. But to answer your question, I say yes. You know, we're in it. You know, and we've had no open weeks, no bye weeks. You know, we gotta find a way to come back, and I think we will. We'll respond the right way. Our kids still got a lot of energy they walked in yesterday for academic meetings, and they come in and out of the office. They got a lot of pep in their step. They're gonna keep their head high. They know what they've done to this point, and they know they got a lot to keep playing for. You know, so we're gonna go play well.
What's your thoughts on the regional win since the first one came out?
Oh, we're excited to be in it, obviously. You know, I think sometimes it's you'd rather be in it than trying to work your way in it. So I appreciate the committee looking at our body of work and not just putting last week's game into the mix because it's an entire body of work in the season. And I think we've done a good job to this point. We've got a tough schedule. I mean, we've done pretty well overall. Yeah, but we got to bounce back this week, and we got to play better than we did last week. And really, like you said, it's a 1-game season. This is all that matters right now.
How did the guys respond on Sunday coming in afterwards? As you talked about it, after the West Alabama loss, they were fired up and ready to go back after it.
I mean, they were disappointed. You know, I think you know, we got beaten down a little bit on Saturday, and you know, and a lot of that you got to give credit to Valdosta. We didn't play. You know, it's hard to overcome. You got to overcome it. You know, we fumbled the ball the first drive on the 4-yard line going in, and not only do we fumble it, they scoop and score. That's a 14-point swing, you know, and good play by them, poor play by us. You're playing championship football teams, championship level of football. You can't do those things. And we did it Saturday. We had 4 turnovers. So I'd say they not as much pep as they had after West Alabama, more down. But kids are resilient, man. Kids are tough. You know, it's like I told them, you're going to hear everything. You're going to hear, hey, you're not good enough. You're going to hear your coaches aren't good enough. You're going to hear all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing. That's what we always do. Nobody's in those meetings with us every day. Nobody's practice every day with us. We know what we got. We know what we got there. We know we're special. We know we didn't quit. We know that we're going to keep working for each other. I mean, we're family. Families go through tough times. It's a tough time right now. We got to bounce back. You know, nobody feels sorry for us.
Aside from the obvious turnovers, what were the things that when you and your staff look back on the film, you say this is what we have to do to get there?
Well, it's just, a couple things on defense, guys trying to do too much. Instead of just their responsibility, they're trying to do a little too much. Offensively, the times when we had 11 guys doing what they were coached to do, we're pretty good. But too many times we had 4 guys working up front, 1 guy not doing what he was supposed to do, and or receiver. It's collective, man. You just gotta be all when you're playing good football teams, and Valdossa's a very good football team. You have to be all hitting together. You know what I'm saying, at the same time, and we just didn't do that very often. That's why we turned the ball over. We did some things wrong, but it's football. You got to play. All 11 that are out there have to be in sync, in unison, doing the same things, and a couple times that didn't happen Saturday. Man, we paid for it.
Coach, just as far as North Alabama being the final meeting as Division II foes, any thoughts about that at all?
Well, it's times change, I guess, with everything. I was a part of this when I was at Central Arkansas, and we moved on. So I've been where North Alabama's about to go, and the struggles they're going to have. But it's sad. I mean, it was sad when UCA quit playing Arkansas Tech. It's going to be sad when UNA doesn't play Delta State anymore. That's the game when I came here. I don't know, out of all the games, that just is such a special, to me, rivalry, special tradition. And, it's going to be a little sad, but, things change. You see that throughout sports. People move up, and people move on. And, we're still going to have football at Delta State University next year. They're still going to have football at North Alabama. We just might not be playing each other. So, it's going to be a special night, and it's going to be cold, which will be great because in 18 straight games we hadn't had a cold weather game. So that's going to be awesome. And it should be a great night for football over there. I mean, it's close to Halloween. I'm sure they're going to have a big crowd. Last time we're playing them, and, it's always fun to go play over there. It's a great environment, and their fans understand football like our fans do. And, it's just 2 well-respected programs that have won a lot of games in this conference throughout the years. So we're excited about the challenge. And it's, I'm going to try to take a little bit of it in, because I just think it's why we coach for games like this. I love every game. I love competing. I love practice. I love football. But when you get to play in a game like this in late October, it's a lot of fun. And we've earned the right to go play in this game. And we got to, good thing about last week is it's over. We can learn from it, and we get a chance to prove that wasn't us this week. And that's what we got to go do.
Coach, expounding on Stephen's question a little bit, I know how much you always talk to the players about respecting the program and the tradition. How much does a game like this mean to try to get a win for the people that have come before you and the other players for the last time that you're going to play North Alabama?
I think it means a lot. I think that's what people don't realize that I take into consideration every day when I come to work is I'm the head football coach at Delta State University, and I'm blessed to be here. And that's guys that have come before me in this position. You're representing them. You're representing the players. You're representing a proud university, as we talked about last year. And then when you get to go play in a game like this, it's there's a lot of people that might not be there, but they're going to be looking in at the score, or they're going to be streaming it. They're going to be trying to figure out, listening to it. And you're taking all that with you when you go play up there, And I have total respect not only for our university but for also North Alabama and what they've been able to accomplish. And Coach Willis is a friend of mine, and he's a great coach. And, he's going to be a great head coach there. He is a great head coach there, but he's going to win a lot of games there. I just hope it doesn't happen this Saturday.
You mentioned North Alabama's defense. What do they do well?
They tackle. They get to the passer. They create turnovers. They don't ever get out leveraged. They play multiple fronts. You might see 4 down front for a quarter and a half, and then all of a sudden here comes a 3 down front. They don't let the ball get behind them. That's why they don't give up a lot of yards and points. And they are very violent when they get to the football. And they play the game the way it's supposed to be. They play defense a lot like we play defense. You know, they're just probably more multiple than we are because they get in so many different fronts. We base out of a 3 down, and they can get in a 4 down or a 3 down. And they've got some really good football players on that defensive side of the ball. And they've got some good players on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they're a good football team. Their strength of schedule might even be harder than ours. So, I mean, their out-of-conference schedule was Commerce, Central Washington. I mean, those teams are playoff football teams, you know. So they got a good football program. They always have had. They'll continue to. They will probably make a jump a lot quicker than people think when they go Division I. So it's going to be a tough challenge, but it's what gets you out of bed in the morning and keeps you up late at night and gets you excited if you're a football coach and you're a football guy, and that's what I am. So I'm excited about it.
Coach, as we get ready to wrap up, I was just curious to know, with everything that's at stake these last 3 games, do you, especially this game coming up, the next one, of course, being the most important one, do you have to play more of a psychologist or a motivator, or do you scale back and let your players do more self-examination?
Well, that's a great question, Stephen. You know, here's the thing I think is if I've got to – first of all, I told our kids Sunday, you know, the ball's still in our court, okay? Well, they believe me, but they've also been let down before, you know. Well, then the regional rankings came out yesterday. And then you could see an instant pep in their step. Hey, we're actually in this thing. We got a chance, which I don't understand why they wouldn't think that, you know. But anyway, I think in big games, if I've got to motivate, then we're in trouble. Now, I probably still will because it's in my nature. But a lot of times you don't have to say a whole lot, you know. And I think Coach Willis is probably thinking the same thing up there. You know, they know their kid. They're 1 game out of first place in this league. You know, so I don't foresee me having to do a lot of that. Plus, I think we're a player-led football team. You know, I've said that from the jump. We got great leaders on this football team. I mean, before I even spoke after the game Saturday, John Quavers McBride said, "Coach, I got something to say." So that's such a great feeling as a coach to know you got men, not boys, men in that locker room that care and that hurt. And that you don't have to say a whole lot. You know, I didn't have to – very rarely have I had to just get on this football team. You know, I did it a couple weeks ago at halftime at West Florida, but I haven't had to say a whole lot. These guys know what is at stake. They just got to execute a little better, and I think we learn from that. And we'll learn from that, and we know we're going to have to execute better Saturday night. But I think we will. Great question. Appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.